some of them lost all their life savings, and some of them were not able to go, for the regular checkup, and some of the people get cancer. Obviously, we have seen a lot of people like that, but we do have another type of victims, or so-called victims, that are early investors in the regime. They were actually lucratively being paid. They actually made quite a lot of money. I think when we talk about the victims, we really need to classify those people who participate into the schemes, just like many of the other schemes happening outside of mainland China.
Yes, for those who you mentioned who have lost their homes and their life savings, what are the chances of them getting their money back?
Well, I would say there are two legal proceedings actually going on in the UK, as the public can see. One is the criminal proceeding, and the other is a civil recovery proceedings. To be honest, I think UK law has quite, well, full disclosure, I'm a UK attorney, but based on my conversations with the UK attorney, I think the standards for prove your loss is quite high. And we will have to establish a chain of evidence to prove that by the end of the day, your money was ended up in the custody of UK authorities. I look at quite a lot of victims' evidence. I would say it's possible, but the challenge is obviously very high. And also I wanted to add one more thing is about a proceeding in mainland China as well. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, the Chinese authorities has reopened a procedure and asked the victims to register online for their loss. So I guess there are probably some sort of negotiations and some sort of conversations with UK and Chinese authorities to figure out, just in case, if those victims are not able to prove their claims in the UK legal proceeding, whether or not in the future between government relationship or corporations, there might be some sort of asset sharing between the government, which will be ended up in the pockets of the victims eventually in China.
Yes, and is there a possibility that China might request the extradition of Chen back to China?
Actually, I don't know, because there's no extradition treaty between two countries.
Yes.
And for now, I think majority of the victims are more concerned about the Bitcoins and how and where those Bitcoins will be able to distribute it to the victims, and how those money, if eventually being able to shared between UK and China authorities, how those money will be returned to the victims. So I think having Chen coming back to China is probably not a priority among majority of the victims, in my view.
Yes, and can you tell us, Jack, are your clients satisfied of the punishment she has been given, the sentence of 11 plus years by the British court? Do they believe that this is enough?
Well, that's a very good question. I think for majority of the victims, as I see from my chat messages, people believe justice has been served.
Okay.
And obviously, there are a lot of other people as well think, oh, this person has to be sentenced to death. You see all those comments, but that's rarely to be seen. Again, I think most importantly is where is the money going to? How the Bitcoins will be able to coming back to the pockets of victims is the most important concern from many of my clients.